This video will show a couple more examples of basic equation editor skills. I'm going to recreate this expression here that starts with natural log of x. To access equation editor, I hold down the Alt button and press equals, and I start by typing ln, ln of x. Plus, I'm going to write 2/3, and when I press spacebar, it turns it into the 2/3 form. Then I type the x. I want the 4 and the x up in the numerator, so I could do a 4/5, press spacebar, and then put my cursor up top in order to add the x. To get that division symbol up in the symbols area of the math equation toolbar editor area, we see that we have the division sign. And then again, I want to create another fraction, so I could do a 6/8 spacebar, and then put my cursor back up in the numerator to finish off that expression. Then I have a plus, e raised to the -0.3x, so I can do e caret, and if you just press spacebar, it creates the little exponent box for you. So I did e caret spacebar, and it creates the exponent. Now I can go up into the exponent and type my -0.3x. If I want that to be left-oriented, I put my cursor outside of the equation editor box, press spacebar, and it is left-oriented. Next, I'm going to do this new expression. I hit Alt equals to access the equation editor. That first term is a big radical. It's a square root term with a big fraction underneath the radical. So first I'll start by accessing the square root symbol. So I go up to the template for radicals. I select the square root one. Inside of the radical, I'll put my cursor, and now I can do a 1/3 spacebar. It creates a fraction, and now I can go up into the numerator of the fraction and edit it. And go down into the denominator of the fraction and edit that. Once I'm done, I'm going to arrow out of the fraction, but my cursor is actually out of the fraction, but it's still under the radical. So I need to arrow out one more time. Now my cursor is outside of the radical, and when I press the plus symbol, my plus symbol is not under the radical. Okay, the second term, you notice, has a cube root in the top and a fourth root in the denominator. But overall, it's a fraction. So I'm going to access my little fraction template, and I select the box divided by box. I'll put my cursor up in the numerator and use the cube root template. So I go to the radical template, select cube root, and put the 5 plus x underneath the cube root. I put my cursor in the denominator of the fraction, go back to the template. This time I'm going to select the radical that allows me to put in the root and the value underneath the radical. So this is a fourth root, and underneath that I have x raised to the 6. So x caret 6. When I press spacebar, it creates that exponent with the 6 in it. And then I hit +7. Again, you could use your arrow or just move your mouse, but I'm going to arrow out of that and then arrow out of the fraction. And I have a +8x plus. To get pi, we go back up to the symbol area up here. It's not on the first row or the second row, so I can arrow down until I find pi. Here it is. If I want to have my expression left oriented to the page, I put my cursor outside the equation editor bar, press the space bar, and it orients it to the left.